Welcome to Troggy Trog's Let's Play Dungeons and Dragons Online. We're heading to a quest. I thought I would show you a little bit of the Three Barrel Cove graphics here as on our way. We're going to do the Fire Caves. It's a two-part quest actually, so it's like a chapter 1, chapter 2, so it's two separate quests but in the same location. We're going to work our way up here, and then we'll get done the quest, go back, sell and repair, and advance to the next quest, as long as we're successful, I guess. I switched out my spells for resist energy, and I turned in some cookie coins because I did get a gold coin, so that was right before I did the two-toed Tobias quest, so didn't get anything really fancy with my coins.
Heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
But what I did get was I sold Bastion, that shield that I bought recently, that I placed on the auction house. I bought it from a vendor, put it on the auction house, and basically made some decent plat there. So I got about 40,000 plat or so out of that deal. Not too bad. Also, what's really cool is I was fighting, and I've seen this happen before out in Three Barrel Cove way back in the day. This is the place, if you want to farm Eberron shards, the small, medium, and large ones. I've seen these drop in purple bags from mephits and other creatures out here, kobolds, etc. Sometimes, I think I've gotten them from the collectibles like the adventure packs and rubble piles, but for the most part I've gotten them from the actual purple bags dropping. But I've only ever seen that happen in a few spots. It's usually pay-to-play areas like Three Barrel Cove. So anyway, just keep that in mind, guys, if you're looking for those. They are rare drops. They do drop from purple bags. I had that happen many times in my experience, so no matter what anyone else says, it does happen. Anyway, we're going to do the Stones Run Red. This is a level 5 quest on normal. And as you may have guessed, it is a fiery quest. So we're going to use that fire resistance often. We need to slay this high shaman, Mak-Murug, destroy the altars of the dragon below. And kind of on our own for this one, I think.
The air here is hot and stinks of brimstone. Vile fumes sting your eyes.
Let me check here. Yeah, I don't think we had anything waiting as far as another hireling in the queue. Just do a quick queue spam back there, make sure I didn't miss anything. A lot of mushrooms around here. And a lot of oozes too. Also, I'm getting close to maxing out rank 35 here. We're about 7,000 XP or so away. So, I'm gonna see what we can do about that.
From beyond the door come low, chanting voices. A disturbing feeling like something stirring deep within the earth.
There's something stirring deep within the earth. Maybe it's this ogre's body. Oh wait, it just became part of the earth right now, so that couldn't be true. There we go. So we're gonna look for targets real quick. I see mushroom. There's a mushroom down there. There's a door, shrine. Oh, and a lever. Yeah, let's go pull this lever. That's looks like a Y. I guess we could call that a Y lever. There's gonna be some other levers and stuff too. There's a chest down here.
On a ledge, high above the lake of magma, you sense something unholy and foul.
Unholy and foul. Would that be an ogre? Shaman? 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 Lever? Potato? Tomato? I'm going up this way first, and then we'll worry about that chest
The
later.
altar of the dragon below lies ahead, humming with evil power.
Oh, you got a little crude altar over here, and then I got this big altar there. Oh no, it's Mephits.
As the first altar crumbles, a dark presence seems to gather just beyond the edges of your vision. The dragon below awakes.
Let's see what we got here. Did we get it? Alright, looks like it's open. Alright, so there was a, I'm trying to remember. I thought there was like a collectible down below here. I know there's one over here with the mushroom, but... Ooh. Let's get that mushroom first. Oh yeah. Let's see what's in the chest. I've been looking forward to, like, you know, I've been kind of glancing at the wiki once in a while to get some, you know, there's a lot of good tips and information on the DDO. Oh, here we go. And one of the things that I was thinking about was, by the way, did you guys notice the route I took there? If you're watching this, we'll go back to the wiki in a second. But there's a way to do this in a kind of an orderly way, so that you have some rhyme to your reason. So you can see how I did the upper area first, then dropped down back to that chest, then came along, got to that adventure pack, and now we're going to the door. That way you kind of do it all in one shot, like kind of a loop, you know, rather than going and doing a lot of backtracking and falling down. So Featherfall is basically essential as well. Ooh, this guy. Anyway, the wiki, I've been looking at some of the quests, taking some notes and stuff, just because there's going to be some complicated puzzles and things like that. There's actually a couple out here that are extremely complicated. There's a, if you like puzzles, one of the best puzzles in the game is actually out here in a quest called The Ghost of a Chance. So I'm looking forward to that one. I took some notes on it because it's one of those ones that I don't want to mess up. This is never locked, by the way. This one here is always open, so yeah, keep that in mind. It's funny, I remember doing this quest for the first time back in the day. I was running with a couple guys. They were like, they always ran with Warforged characters. Really good guys. I wish they played different race, though. I hate Warforged. But they were really great guys. It was the first two guys I ran with as like a static group. You know, the first two guys I really grouped with, and they were brothers. And they actually quit the game. One guy kind of got a bad deal, I guess, with getting gypped on his 500 Turbine points a month when he was VIP, because you get 500 points given to you every month, and he was kind of basically stiffed several months of DDO points, Turbine points. So it just wasn't giving him the points like he was supposed to be getting, so he just quit the game. His brother played for a little while longer, and then he quit the game. But you know, that was sad. But you know, sometimes things like that happen with you know, businesses like that. You know, you never know. Like everyone tries to run a tight ship, but sometimes things fall through the cracks. Anyway, if you notice, I'm ranging these from a distance too, because that way I don't have to fight the Mephits. The Mephits don't count towards your conquest from when I was reading on the wiki. So I thought, there's no reason for me to fight these darn Mephits. Although they do drop purple bags, and I do get.
Altar rests at the
Everyone
end of this
shards out of
cavern. Its power
Once in a
makes
while.
bile rise in your throat.
But I gotta go down here anyway, so eventually we're just gonna have to go down to that. I just like that you can, like, well, maybe they changed it. You used to be able to go behind these. Maybe it's just that one on the side. Like I said, I thought maybe they changed some things around here. Yeah, this one you can hide. So you can use that as cover, basically. Anyway, just playing with these two guys on a regular basis. You know, we were running a lot of quests together, and there's a chest back here, by the way. And this is one of the places. I think this is maybe the first place I met them. I remember running with them in the Necropolis for a good while. We ran a lot of Necro quests, and they like to run a lot of the pay-to-play area quests, and a lot of people do. I mean, because you generally get more experience points for the majority of the pay-to-play quests, and you get better loot. You know, a lot of named items and set items and stuff from the pay-to-play quests. Although there are a few free-to-play quests that are an exception to that rule, like the Pit, for example, which will be coming up. It's kind of it can be a lengthy quest. It can be a quick quest too if you know what you're doing, and you're good at with your jump skills. But it's one of those quests where it's extremely good XP. I mean, it's probably the first time you see. Well, it's probably not the first time you see 5-digit XP, but it's certainly the first time I think you see 5 digits like in the 40 or 50,000 range. And if you've got XP pots running and there's like holiday bonuses or XP weekend bonuses,
more stifling,
it's
the
crazy.
sulphurous stench more nauseating. The heart of the mountain lies ahead.
But anyway, I used to run with these guys, and I seem to remember this is where I met them. Because I remember running this quest for the first time, and I was like, what in the world is this? I mean, I had never run this quest, and I'd run a lot of quests, you know, on this island, but I had not run this one, and I was just like, I didn't even know this one was out here. And, you know, I just wasn't familiar with knowing how to locate quests and all that stuff at the time. You know, I was just a brand new player, so it was really cool to run this quest with them, because they knew this quest, and they were just kind of like, you know, keep up. And they had been playing DDO probably for a good year before I ever even started playing. But I remember like how they would just zip around. Check this side real quick here. Okay. So that's an extra shrine. Nothing else in there really, just the shrine. But you know me, I always like to have the doors open and the shrines exposed so that if we get in trouble, we can go there. You know, it's just kind of my MO for the most part. Don't always do it. If I'm pretty comfortable with the quest, I won't do it. But since I am comfortable with this quest, I mean I know what I'm doing. But since it's a let's play and I'm recording, and I'm kind of being a little overboard with these kind of things. But I like to kind of stick to my guns, you know, that way. All right, so we've got an adventure pack there. You can see that there's probably a ledge over there we can get to, that we can just kind of walk down to it and then come out, walk back up. And I wanted to check something else here. We are at Onslaught. We don't have Ransack. Yeah. Wow, this is probably going to do it for us. We're probably going to have to level before we come back and do the next quest. I didn't realize this one was worth. They must have changed how much this was worth. Ooh, I had a little lag there, if you notice. So, you know, always hit the Q button. I'm kind of like looking down, hitting the Q button, and scanning about. As you can see, there's a chest. There's a certain range that you can kind of Q spam. Whew, that is a tricky little jump there. Sometimes it's best to just push up against these rocks if you're afraid you're going to bump your head on a jump or something, or catch. See, if you jump and you catch your foot on the lip of a ledge.
A howl greets you from across the chasm. Mak-Murug, High Shaman of the Dragon Below, thunders with rage.
By the way, this is the DM's voice that was in all the other content, if I remember correctly, or most of the other quests, especially the two-toed Tobias quest. And I was like, oh man, I wish he was still doing. He's one of my favorite DM narrators. But anyway, yeah, if you catch your foot on these little ledges, you can actually bounce off. So a lot of times you want to just do a little strafe button, you know, and then kind of just gradually make your way around. And we got to destroy altar, so I'm going to kill this guy first, and then we'll worry about the altar later. Oh, he sound bursted me. Did you see that? The nerve of him.
Falls, he shouts something in an eldritch language. The stones echo his words, then are still.
Well, la-di-da, huh? He must have done some kind of eldritch chant thingy that, you know, you shall not pass, and then stomped his foot down or whatever. Okay, so Now, if we look down here, that first door I opened, I had 2 doors after we unlocked the shrine. This was the passage to the second spot. There's an adventure pack down there. We'll probably grab that and then work our way up. We'll kind of do this all in one shot. Let's see if we can do this. Grab this. I'm going to avoid the altar.
Ahead, on the edge of the searing lava, stands the last of the altars. The power of the dragon below.
Run, Troggy, run!
Yeah.
Did he do a negative? You know, I'm on general chat. I should be on the Troggy chat so I can see what he did. I'll have to look back at my combat log real quick. I thought he did a negative thing to me. Like a negative spell. That's why I'm wearing use here. One of the reasons I'm wearing the death block, because we're starting to get to that level range where we're going to be affected by this is ogre. I'll look through there real quick, just curious. Yeah, ogre shaman inflict moderate wounds, hit you for 4 negative damage. I thought it was something like that. I could hear that, like, it's kind of like a negative, you know, kind of I don't know what the sound is, but it, you know, you hear it and it's like, oh, okay, that was, you know, a negative spell or a negative energy spell, necromancy type spell. So took a little bit of damage there. Those ogres are starting. We're starting to see like the quest is becoming a little bit more difficult. Like I said, we're still in starter gear. A lot of people around this level craft up. They usually are running around like 80 to 100%. We're getting to the place where I think by level 7 you'd be able to wear like 100% fortification items, so that crits were basically not going to happen unless somebody gets like a sneak attack on you.
Collapses, and the dark presence seems to lift from the caves.
Wow, that really did cap us.
Power is broken.
We were right there. So it was that did it. Like that definitely capped us. All right, so let's double check. Nothing else around. We're gonna have to go level up, guys. I actually probably lost a few XP there. That just got, you know, some change just laying around. But like I said, there's more than enough XP to level up. And whether you're on a first life or third life, if you're running one quest,
heat and steam rise from the cave entrance before you.
Like if you're running one quest, you know, and then moving on to the next and never repeating them, and like on your third life you'd run them on elite. Hopefully even on your second life you could do that, but yeah, it's basically, you know, you've got more than enough XP, because a lot of people don't put into the equation that, you know, most likely you're going to get 400 to 750 slayers in every wilderness area, pretty much. Some of the lower level ones maybe only 200 or 400, but minimum 750 in the more higher level content areas like Giant Hold, those type of places. You might even hit 1500 slayers or even a higher number. And the Orchard's another place that is really good for slayer. You make one loop around the Orchard in like 30 minutes and you've got like 250, 300, maybe 400 slays, depending on what rares are up and such. And when we get there, I'll show you a little bit about that, you know, and stuff. It's going to be a ways off, but there's just a lot of XP. I think there's over like 3 million XP just in Wilderness. If you look up on the wiki, if you get the max slayers, just the slayers, and I don't even think you count the rares, but something like around like 3 million. And you don't even need 3 million to hit level 20, even on a third life, I don't think so, or it's pretty close to 3 million. So that's just the Wilderness. That's not even counting quests. So like I said, there's more than enough XP to just run each quest once and do a campaign style. I'm not saying you have to, but you know, it is what it is. Now let's get our reward here. It's down this way. I'll get a reward, and I'm gonna have to level up. So, and I don't know if I'll record any more leveling up, you know, unless it's something major. Just because it's pretty time consuming, and as I tend to ramble anyway, and I don't want to waste any more of you guys' time. Alright, so this guy should give us a second quest. Return, and okay, how can that be? He is slain. Altar destroyed. Indeed, and I commend you for your bravery, but Mak-Murug's death has brought. See, he uttered some infernal like thing, right? Yeah, some kind of eldritch word or something. I think is what it was said. So, what sort of beast? Being a fire, rock, mephits, and elementals. Oh yay! I hate mephits. Elementals I can deal with. Mephits are a pain in the butt. Anyway, so we got to go back there. So we don't get our reward this time, but we're going to reward at the end of the next quest. But in between the next quest, or this quest and the next quest, I need to level up, guys, and sell and repair and things like that. So I'm going to go do that, and then I'll be back later, and we'll continue this quest.